There are a few other traditions that I want to mention. One is the very deep sense of respect and appreciation that we have for the Aina, which means the land. And you have this in your heart. You've been coming here for years, and you chose this as the place of your wedding. And I believe it is a sacred place because of the vows and the rings you're about to exchange in the presence of God and loved ones as witnesses. So we'll commemorate the Aina in a traditional Hawaiian way, using a tea leaf and lava rock, as I'll explain at the end. But part of the symbolism is that we only see the surface. Below and unseen is the real depth of Aina. This has been true of your love and now of your marriage. You have been able to see the many ways that you express your commitment to each other, but only the two of you know the unseen depth. That place in your heart and soul where you've connected on levels that are too deep for words, but it's because of that heart union that you're here today. And if we speak of Aina, I also want to include a reference to the beautiful Pacific Ocean that serves as the backdrop for your wedding, with constant changes on the surface, but underneath incredible depth and diversity of life, vitality. And you know already, as we all do, there are challenges and changes in relationships, sometimes like the waves of the sea, it seems. But you're here because of a deeper depth, faith, and love. That assurance that even the challenging things are opportunities to express your commitment and your love for each other. And the Hawaiian word for that inner strength is mana, guidance in your heart for the decisions of life. And I think I can speak for those who know you far better than I, that the very best area of mana guidance you've ever had, you are demonstrating right now in your choice of each other as your life partner. And if we speak of the depth of love, I also like to include a reference to the beautiful mountains that surround us here. We can see a little bit farther to the north, across the channel, we can see Haleakala of Maui, with the Kohala Mountains here, Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, Hualalai, and Kilauea, still very active to the far south. And I like to use this as a visual reminder of the importance of mountaintop experiences. They often take planning and resources and commitment, time for each other, to keep your heart open, your spirit alive to the many different ways that you're going to be learning from each other in the future. And I know this is one of those mountaintop experiences. And may you always cherish one another and make that time available in so many unique and different ways. But more often, on a daily basis, your love is expressed in the personal ways that you choose. The simplicity of a word or a flower that says how much you love each other and want your relationship always to blossom and to be fragrant. And one final reference to nature before we turn to the vows, and that's to the beautiful stirring of the breeze here. It is so wonderful. And there's a tradition in the islands that says at a wedding, at a celebration, the presence of the wind represents absent loved ones. And you must have a lot. We want to acknowledge so many of you that have made the sacrifice to be here today. But we also honor those in this world and the next who are not here physically, but they're certainly here in spirit, and they're celebrating the joy of your marriage union. Congratulations. So I'll have you pass your bouquet and turn and face each other, holding both hands and looking at each other. Ross, you take Nicole to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. And do you treasure her in your heart as the very special gift that she is to you, as you strive to do all that you can to make her to feel happy and secure, treating her with understanding, kindness, and respect for all the days before you. And Nicole, you take Ross to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. And do you treasure him in your heart as the very special gift that he is to you, as you strive to do all that you can to make him to feel happy and secure, treating him with understanding, kindness, and respect for all the days before you. Are there rings to commemorate these vows? The ceremony began. I dipped a full bowl into the ocean to bless these rings. Koa, as you know, is one of our most valuable and treasured hardwoods, and in the context of marriage, because of its strength, it represents the depth and the quality of the covenant commitment that you're making to each other now, based not just on the beautiful passion and emotion of love, but recognizing that no matter what you experience, you're there to cherish and to nurture, to uplift one another in love. The Hawaiians call this keeping the heart pono, a righteous heart, growing from even those things that challenge. So that the second aspect of the water might be very deeply true for all of us, but especially for the two of you, it does mark a brand new beginning as husband and wife. E aiha no ka malohia o na lani, me kako apau, may peace from above be and remain in your heart, now and forevermore. And as you place her ring on her finger, looking at her, repeat after me. Nicole, with this ring, as a symbol of my eternal love and my devotion to you, I be with. And with this ring, I give you my heart. I have no greater gift to give. Ross, with this ring, as a symbol of my eternal love and my devotion to you, and with this ring I give you my heart. I have no greater gift. As I mentioned at the beginning of the ceremony, I'm using a love rock found here in the TV used in ring blessing. Wrapped together, it's one of the Hawaiian ways of expressing appreciation. It's a blessing, an offering, and a prayer that you will place somewhere on the island of your choosing out of respect for local tradition. It does remain here, but it's remarkable how many different cultures recognize the simplicity, but also the significance of putting a stone in place to mark important moments of life. I know that this is one of them. Two of you for all who know life. Well, we've had a wonderful privilege to be here in this stunning setting to witness your love, expressed in some personal, traditional, and Hawaiian ways. And so now it's an honor for me, as one who's been authorized to do so by the state of Hawaii, to pronounce that you are husband and wife. You may kiss. As you receive back the bouquet, would you all stand with me once again, please, as you link arms?